Hey guys, it's Drew back here. I just wanted to make a video over. I had a wreck about 4 months ago. I was on my four-wheeler and I just going out for a ride, see what I could see. It just rained. I was gonna see what all animals were stirring. Well, I got on a hill. I drove down the hill. There was this big old. Well, the guy was making like a road, so he had big piles of dirt. So I thought he had them big piles of dirt. I was gonna make me a trail, down beside him. So I got on my four-wheeler, rode down there, and I went down through there. Everything was good. I've been up that thing like 6 times, and never does anything. So I drove down it and rode back in there and looked, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good like trail to make. So I rode back in there. I was looking to see if there's been any hogs, deer, something like that. Went down through there. So I got off my four-wheeler, walked in there, and I seen a squirrel. So I just got off four-wheeler to look at it, see if they're making nests right now. So I got off and looked and got back on my four-wheeler, and I was going back towards the deal, and I run over a few trees because I was trying to clear me a little trail. I could ride back in there because it looked like a pretty good hunting spot for squirrels. So I rode back. I was coming back out, and I was going back up the same hill I went down. I've drove up it like a ton. So I was going back up it in my four-wheeler. I guess it didn't have enough weight in the front, and it just started slowly tilting back. So I jumped off. Well, I didn't jump off. It was flipping back. And all I remember is the four-wheeler just coming back, and I see the handlebars. I woke up. I guess the handlebars had hit me in the head. Like I got a scar right here. You can feel it. Like if you felt my head right here, it's like chunks missing them, like meat. And I have like a scar right through my eyebrow. I really can't see it, but that's why my nose is so crooked. See? It goes off to that way. Because I guess the four-wheeler hit me. I don't know. It knocked me out, so I really don't know. I woke up. I was under the four-wheeler. So I crawled out from under it. And I had blood pouring out of my nose and my eyebrow. And my arm was hurting pretty bad. I thought I broke it. And I got out from under it, got up, and I found my glasses. These, something just like this. Just like these. So I found my glasses so I could see to make it to my house. Because I couldn't tip my four-wheeler back over. It was laid over, and it was on a tree. It was stuck. So I got up, walked. Well, I walked in and got my glasses. I was still pouring blood, so at this point I was hurting real bad. I got my glasses on. I walked maybe a mile, may have been a mile, and I got to my grandmother's house, which like my step-grandmother, that's my stepmom's mom. I walked up there, and she was outside, and I was panicking because I'm pouring blood. It was like adrenaline rush, because I'm sure if I would have been like plain, didn't have adrenaline, I wouldn't have made it to her house. I got there, and I was like, hey, I need some help, and she said, what? And she like did like that, and I was like, yeah, I flipped my four-wheeler over, and she's like, oh, let me call your dad. I was like, okay. She called my dad, and they was gonna call an ambulance to come get me because like I had lost all the feeling, like from like right here down. So it was hard to walk. It was bad, and I don't know how I made it. I guess it's the adrenaline rush. I got back, but anyway, my dad was like, well, I'm gonna take you to the hospital. I was like, okay. I went in there and I cleaned my eyebrow up a little bit before I left, and I tried to put my nose back into place, but it was hurting bad. And my dad put me in the truck, and we drove maybe an hour. And I was trying to stay awake. My stepmom she took her seatbelt off to hold my head up in the back seat because we had to hit bumps and stuff, and it was slinging me all around. So it was pretty bad. I mean, I think somebody riding with me that day, because if he wouldn't have been riding with me, I probably wouldn't have made it out. I'm glad there wasn't water in that creek though. If there probably been water, I probably would have drowned, because I didn't wake up for like a minute or two. I can barely hold my breath underwater for like 30 seconds. So pretty sure I would drown. Anyway, my dad's cousin or something, I think he's his cousin, he works for the police department wherever he was going. So he escorted us. Well, he didn't escort us, he like showed us where to go, because we didn't have no idea where to go. And we pulled up in there, and like I was like from like where I showed y'all, from like right here down, I was like numb. So my dad had to go get one of them wheelchairs, and I got in it, and I had to sit in that lobby for like 5 minutes, or maybe 15 minutes. It was something like that. I don't know. I was halfway asleep. I don't know what it was. I was trying to go to sleep like the whole time. Like I just couldn't stay awake. Anyway, they took me back. They put me in like a bed, and they put a neck brace on right through here. They thought I'd, hurt myself up there somehow. And they put me in that, and then they put me in the bed. And then that doctor come in there, and he grabbed a hold to my nose, and he just goes, it hurt like bad. I was screaming. Like he just grabbed it and just, I was like, dude, you done lost your mind. Anyway, after that, we got through that, my eyebrow, it was cut open. They had to put stitches in it. I was like, okay. He come in there with that needle, and I hate needles. I hate them. Can't stand them. And he come in there with that, and I was like, dude, no. He was like, I got to. I was like, okay. He stuck one right there, and one right there. That was 3 needles. That was to numb it, so he put stitches in. I was like, okay. He put 3 of them in, and he told me, he said, they got a bet on you out there. So what you mean? He said, they got a bet that you're gonna scream when I stick this needle in your eyebrow. I said, nah, I ain't gonna scream. He stuck it in. I felt like screaming. I hate needles. I can't stand them. And anyway, he got done with that, and he started on it. He was like, you feel any pain? He said, you feel any pain? I'm going to stick another needle. And I said, nope, don't feel no pain at all. None at all. He was like, okay. He just kept going. He got it back together, and my buddy come in there. Well, I was happy to see him. He's a good friend of mine, like, for real. Like, he was the only one that showed up after my grandma and grandpa left. My grandpa, he was like, you freaking retard. I was like, what? He's like, I can't believe you wrecked that 4-wheeler. I'm like, I went up that hill 1,000,000 times. I guess 'cause I cleaned my rack out. I have a little rack on the front of mine so I can hold my traps around. I guess I cleaned that out. It took a bunch of weight out, and it just flipped over. It was great. Anyway, after that, we went to what's that place called? Jack in the Box. We went there. Went there and ate. I mean, 'cause I was hungry. I hadn't ate that day. I was hungry. I went in there and ate. Oh yeah, by the way, they did a X-ray on my arm. That's what the 4-wheeler fell on, and it's a few months later, and I still got a lump right here in my arm. It hurts, but you'll live. And after that, ate, went home, missed school the next day because couldn't go to school. I didn't want to. But that's how it went. Oh yeah, by the way, I have 2 4-wheelers, a Honda and a Polaris. Like and subscribe, comment. I'll see y'all later. God bless. I just want to tell y'all my story. God bless.